For my next anime review, I am doing Solo Leveling Season 2. This anime is done by A1 Pictures and it is rated TVMA. I am probably one of the few people out there that did not care too much for the first season of Solo Leveling. If you want to know more of my feelings on the first season, you can go watch the first video I did on Solo Leveling. With that being said, I had some tempered expectations going into Season 2. And now having finished watching Season 2, I have very much enjoyed this season quite a bit more than the first one. I thought the writing was better, and overall, everything is a vast improvement over the first season. One of my main complaints that I did have with the first season is I did feel like the main character, Jin, I felt like he was a bit flat, and I just did not care for him as main character in the first season. I felt they did a much better job with writing his character in this season, and I've got to say, this season, if you really enjoyed the first season, you are going to enjoy Season 2. This season, as it kept going along, it kept surprising me. Season 2 is a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I'm glad that my anticipation was very tempered, because I was going into this thinking it's a show that I'll probably get through, review, give my opinion out, and I'll be done with it. There were several instances in Season 2 that legitimately surprised me. I was expecting this whole season to build up to, at the end, to him finally getting the elixir of life to resurrect his mom. Well, that did happen this season, and it happened a lot sooner than I was expecting. It happened somewhere around the midpoint of Season 2. I've got to say, the emotional payoff that episode gave alone was by far the best part of Season 2. The whole scene where his mother finally wakes up, that scene legitimately made me almost cry. That, for me, was the best episode of Season 2. And then, after that, of course, we get the whole Ant Island arc, and the ending of Season 2, I thought, ended much better than Season 1's ending. I enjoyed the cast of Season 2 quite a bit more. My main problem with the first cast was, personally, I only really cared for like one or two characters. Season 2 introduced a whole bunch more S-rank hunters, and I felt all of them were fairly compelling characters. The music as well is better than the first seasons. There's some great, the OST overall is fantastic, and I really like the opening by Lisa. I thought the opening was much better than the first seasons. Same with the ending theme as well, and I thought the pacing was fantastic. Even in the parts where there's no action at all, I felt like they nailed the pacing. Overall, I've got really no complaints about Season 2. If I would say if there's any complaints that I have with Season 2, they're more nitpicks than anything else, and they do have to do with the story of Season 2. One is with Jin's father. He appears in a couple episodes, and he does some things, but not a whole lot is done with him, and I'm assuming they're saving that for Season 3. There's a couple story beats here and there I personally didn't care for all that much, but those are a few nitpicks, little complaints I have with the show that in the long run does not really affect Season 2 overall. I'm very glad that I was wrong about Season 2. Solo Leveling Season 2 is a fantastic second season. I really do hope they continue with this level of quality when we eventually get Season 3. Now, with that being said, my final score for Solo Leveling Season 2 is a very solid 8 out of 10. This season was fantastic. The music, action, the characters, the animation, overall, everything was a vast improvement over the first season. And for me at least, I hope the series just keeps getting better from here on out. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching this review, and leave a comment down below. It helps my videos out, and let me know what you guys think of the review or what you thought of Season 2 as a whole. And I just gotta say, I'm very much glad to be back to making reviews. I should be all caught up with my reviews that I need to get out by the end of this week. Anyway, that's all from me. This is Ryder. I'm out.